made some choices for a profit. That's my logic. I'ma take it to the coffin. Just being honest.
My God, oh God, this is on a God level. The sun, the sky, you can see the vibe. We ride the high, always on a high level. So open up your eyes better. Why these tell me? You can join the journey, you is worthy. Just allow me, no. Kicking down your door. Bloodsuckers, I see this industry is filled with sheep. People that pretend to be something that they will never be. Oh my, I just need some little old piece.
Today, from Empower Field at Mile High in Denver, it's Week 9 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Russell Wilson and the Denver Broncos taking on Justin Herbert and the LA Chargers.
We've had a driving rainstorm make its way through the plains, and it definitely is going to be a factor here this afternoon at Empower Field at Mile High in Denver. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Denver Broncos. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the man who proclaims to be from a whole pack of Badgers. Came into the league back in 2012, Russell Wilson.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
Now Hall to start the drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, first down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was he?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They get the USC man, Elijah Vera Tucker. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. To throw is Wilson. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Wilson to throw. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Micah Parsons make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. It's 3rd and long now for Wilson and the Broncos after that sack. Looking to throw. Wilson eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away. That's a pretty good opening possession defensively.
And you know the goal is to make something of a statement, especially on the road with your first defensive possession, isn't it? Go right out and establish yourselves and let them know this is going to be tough going all game long.
It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5, and they will take over 1st and 10. So here come the Chargers as they get set for their first drive. And at quarterback from the University of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
And I think if you ask most folks to give you their first half MVP, very likely they're going to say it's this man right here. The NFL's leader in touchdown passes to this point in the season. Still 2 months to go. But if he can keep going at the pace he's at, this is going to be a dangerous team come January, and he could very well walk away with the MVP.
Herbert on 1st down now. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Herbert, that's out to Hill, right side complete. Finding room at midfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Chargers.
Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Working with a 2nd and 3. To the air again, Herbert. Got a man open, it's Chase. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And this is incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews there. 3rd down here. Here's Herbert. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And the Chargers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Again, McCaffrey. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. They'll run with Hall. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Now Wilson. Caught. Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. But call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy,
and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Nick Bosa. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. It's 3rd and long now for Wilson and the Broncos after that sack. Zach Ertz has it complete. He's inside the 30. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Now it's Wilson. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Chargers are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. 3rd and long, it's Herbert. And going deep for Hill. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Broncos are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it? It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense. Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing. Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And out will come the offense as they take over. Possession switching back now to the Chargers. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw caught by his receiver, Hill. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. On first down, it's Herbert. Throw left side, complete to Chase. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
18 yards the gain for number 18.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down,
Herbert operating from the red zone. They complete it to Hill. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. Looking to throw again on second down. Herbert steps away to his left. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. Here's Herbert. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Justin Jefferson with career touchdown number 70. And the Chargers will extend their lead here just before halftime. And this drive, Charles, very well timed as they score with very little time remaining in this first half.
And I'm reminded that they get the second half kickoff as well, so they can break this one wide open before the other guys have a chance to possess the football.
Tucker now for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it was all capped off by Justin Jefferson's touchdown reception.
Justin Tucker sets the kickoff.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. Taken in at the 3. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, all right, Brandon, thank you very much. Hi again, everyone. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the NFL as we are officially into the second half of the season. We'll get started out west in Las Vegas. And it is the Jets who have the lead in the second quarter. Zach Wilson has thrown a touchdown pass. From there, we're off to check out another game. And for the moment, they find themselves trailing the visiting Carolina Panthers. Miles Sanders, 2 touchdown runs on the afternoon. Finally, we're off to Atlanta to check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And they trail in that one as it's the visiting 49ers who are out in front. Deebo Samuel, up over 100 yards receiving with 2 touchdown grabs. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This one fielded at the 5. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own.
So here are the Chargers to take over. They've got the lead right now, and remember, they are riding that very impressive 7-game winning streak, trying to push it to 8. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. From the 50, here's Herbert. Flush to his right. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Intended for Tyreek Hill. Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. It's Hill, complete. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. It's a 1st down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, and tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. being chased out left. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 18 yards the gain for number 18.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Herbert throwing again. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. And the offense moving quickly to the line. 3rd and 2, Herbert. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. CeeDee Lamb, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. No run back here for Reed, so this will come out to the 25. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the 2nd half. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Wilson. Ertz has it left side.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
And he will have a Broncos first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And movement by one of the Broncos up front, and in comes the flag. And they get Tristan Wirfs, first-round pick in 2020. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
I got you. 56, the mic, boys. 56. 56. Ready?
Well, the jet sweep. This is Godwin. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back. Down several scores and playing behind the chains is not the way to have success in this one. Right now, if you're the offensive line, your big concern, protecting your quarterback and give him a chance to try and throw something downfield to pick up the needed yardage.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Chargers are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
Let's
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at the 40.
Move. 4 down. Check.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll find Chase on the right side, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Herbert now. Out route to Jefferson, and he's got it. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19.
Now, how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Herbert. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. Welcome back now to Denver. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Tight right. We got 4.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That good for 19 and a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Back to throw here, Herbert. Forced out to his left. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown. Christian McCaffrey. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Chargers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Well, we know he has decent hands out of the backfield. That's the first time, Charles, they've targeted him in the passing game, and it pays dividends.
And I love the design, too, because they kept him in the backfield, made the defense think run first before they swung him out of there. And you're right, with his hands, they might want to throw it to him just a little bit more.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it is 28-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. And Denver getting set to take the field. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one. So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos. at their own 22. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. Trying to find Breece Hall out of the backfield. But it's going to be second down. From the shotgun, Wilson. Ertz over the middle. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Now it's Wilson. Finding Ertz again. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that's going to make it 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
Tucker with the extra point, and that makes this 35-0 now. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6.
Justin Tucker sets the kickoff.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded just outside the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And the football going back over to the Denver Broncos. Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos at their own 23. Back to the air, Wilson after the pick 6. Yeah, he'll find Hall. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Wilson. Finding Ertz here on the out route.
You got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Fred Warner. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. But just add that to the list of great moments for this defense today. They've really shredded that game plan on the other side all 4 quarters. And, Charles, that pick 6, that's kind of the cherry on top.
Yeah, and they did it, and I feel like I'm quoting a bad movie line, but they did it together, didn't they? Fed off of each other, every big play they made, every tackle, every pick, everything they've done. They continually built energy in this one, and how about them culminating with a pick 6?
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the fourth quarter. They're just trying to erase. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the fourth.
Yeah, and what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the first down, that's extra time, extra plays. Really hurts the team on defense.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's second and 9.
That was a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1 yard gain. Here's second and 9, just a yard on that last run. With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. They seemingly just continue to score at will. And as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win. But one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them. Because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ball game.
Tucker now to add the point after. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So that drive, 4 plays. And it was all capped off by Justin Jefferson's touchdown reception. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Denver's offense now set to go. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
So this one's over. It's in the win column for the LA Chargers. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the Chargers, they continue to cruise as they move to 8-0 now on the campaign. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, they fall to...
On the sky, you can see the vibe. We ride the high, always on a high level. So open up your eyes better. Why these tell me? You can join the journey, you is worthy. Just allow me, no. Kicking down your door. Bloodsuckers, I see this industry is filled with sheep. People that pretend to be something that they would never be. Some little old piece of mind. The sons of kings, the boys of gods. The moon, the light, the fools, the facts. My God, oh God, this is son of God level. The sun, the sky, you can see the vibe. We ride the high, always on a high level. So open up your eyes, baby. I can never be controlled.